as I got older, it was boyfriends, co-workers, and let's be honest, my mother has never stopped calling me Mandona. People say it's because they expect a woman to be pleasant and sweet. O sea, there are even some women out there successful women who want to ban the actual word bossy. But people who are satisfied being pleasant, who don't act bossy, even if they don't like
Nomad.
Long time no see, boss.
Hope Bolivia is treating you well.
It's kept us busy.
As long as you're on the clock, we have a new situation I was hoping you could help with.
Shoot.
Turns out there's more to Bolivia than weapons-grade cocaine. They've discovered uranium lurking under all those plants. And they've started mining it.
Shit.
It gets worse. We have intel that says Russian ultra-nationalists are helping them, in exchange for getting their hands on some of it.
That's solid?
We have a ghost on the ground there. A sharp new kid who's infiltrated Unidad posing as a Russian agent. Codename Little Brother.
Cute.
Unidad is sending samples of this uranium to Russia soon, and we need to intercept it. Get in touch with Little Brother, and he'll walk you through the op.
Copy that.
Hot damn. Mitchell came down to play in Bolivia. I hope he didn't get rusty behind that desk. Never happened.
Once he's back on a two-way shooting range, it'll come back to him.
We're getting the band back together.
Little brother, this is Nomad.
Oh, Christ, please don't call me that. Can't it be something just a little bit cooler?
What?
I don't know, like... Spade. I like Spade.
I'm not compromising operational integrity to give you a new code name. You don't like it, take it up with Griffin.
Shit. Sure thing. Old-timer.
We keep a tight schedule. What's the sit rep?
They got this place sealed up tight. Only way in is by Halo. You're gonna have to base jump in here from the cliff overhead.
What kind of welcome can we expect?
I'll clear a landing zone for you. That's the best you're gonna get. Come in frosty and don't bother knocking off your boots.
I asked the rebels to send over a vehicle for us. Rally on me.
Roger, move it. Unidad chopper. Stay low.
I'll pilot. Nomad, one more thing. Remember to stay undetected. If anyone sees you, the mission's over.
You really think we can trust this punk?
Griffin vouched for him.
Griffith's not parachuting hot into a Unidad base. Sometimes you gotta have a little faith. In God, though, right?
And Griffin. We're in.
Keep your heads down. You can't be detected.
Glad you all finally made it.
We do the job right.
Yeah, meanwhile, Unidad loaded the shipment on a helicopter and is just waiting for the word to haul it out of here.
Why didn't you just grab the bird and go?
Yeah, it's not that simple. They're taking security seriously. They locked down the controls, and the only one who has the code is the chopper's pilot.
So we grab him and get the code.
Why are we here again? Seems like our little hotshot could have handled this on his own.
The code changes every day. How was I supposed to know when new relics were gonna show up?
If you'd gotten the code, you could have flown out of here at any point, right?
Well, not everyone knows how to fly one of those things.
Shit!
Rally up, people.
Copy that. Whoa, what the hell is that?
It's an optical camo suit.
Reactive camouflage? Since when?
This is just a prototype from Skeltech. They asked me to do some field tests.
Sign me up for one of those.
Close. Maybe one day.
We copy. Relaying enemy positions now.
Jesus, why don't you just send up a flare?
Got one.
Glad you all finally made it.
We do the job right.
Yeah,
Eyes up. Let's get back to work.
Glad you all finally made it.
We do the job right.
Yeah, meanwhile, Unidad loaded the shipment on a helicopter and is just waiting for the word to haul it out of here.
Why didn't you just grab the bird and go?
Yeah, it's not that simple. They're taking security seriously. They locked down the controls, and the only one who has the code is the chopper's pilot.
So we grab him and get the code.
Why are we here again? Seems like our little hotshot could have handled this on his own.
The code changes every day. How was I supposed to know when new relics were gonna show up?
If you'd gotten the code, you could have flown out of here at any point, right?
Well, not everyone knows how to fly one of those things.
Shit!
Hold your position.
Roger that. Two grunts.
You got one on your ass.
I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area. Yo, I got a weapons case here. Ah, I can use this.
Drone is airborne.
Signal's all bad. They're jamming the drone.
Back it up, they're gonna see you. That was fucking close.
I asked the rebels to recon the area for us.
Eyes on an Unidad grunt by the camp entrance.
Fucker knows somebody's gunning for him now.
Eyes on a grunt. He's by the camp entrance.
We're here for the chopper. Give me the code.
Что это? Это пиздец!
Let's hope you learn some English or you're gonna die wishing you had.
Yes, of course! I speak English. I'll tell you the code.
Get down
You
before
know,
they see
I speak Russian. I could have interrogated him. You didn't have to be so rough with him.
We got what we needed. You worry about getting us that chopper.
Let me mark its location for you.
Unidad bird on patrol. Watch out.
You guys realize the second we're airborne, shit's gonna hit the fan.
But we're carrying their uranium. They wouldn't shoot us down, right?
Anyone want to take odds on that bet? I didn't think so.
That'd be insane.
Insane would be letting us go. They'd rather get rid of the evidence than risk what we're carrying.
Hang back. That tango might spot you.
I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area.
What about the SAM launchers? They'll blast us out of the sky. We should shut down the generators.
God, these SAM launchers are a pain in the ass. I got eyes on an air defense system.
Okay, we're still good. Unidad with the submachine gun. He's alone.
Where you got him?
Check the helipad.
Bad guys inbound.
See how they like a simulator.
The noisemaker's getting their attention.
Throwing a simulator.
¿Hay movimiento? No veo nada, pero sigan alerta. ¿Qué quieren estos?
Lieutenant marked.
No detecto aún nada en la zona. ¿Hay movimiento?
They're gonna make you back up.
Sniper up in the tower.
Drifting too far apart. Moving back.
Sure are a lot of lights and switches up here. This whole region is crawling with AA that'll knock you out of the sky. The only way that canyon. Think you can manage that? Only one way to find out.
Unidentified aircraft. You are not cleared for this sector. Identify yourself immediately.
Shit! They're all over us.
Is it too early for I told you so?
We need to tell them something.
Like what?
Tell them we're pizza delivery.
This ain't Hollywood, shithead.
Unidentified aircraft. Respond.
You know, I told Griffin I could figure out how to fly this thing. Qualify for planes.
But not choppers.
How hard can it be?
Griffin made the right call.
Unidentified aircraft. Respond or we will fire. This is your final warning.
Ready? Open fire.
Roger.
They must have called out half of Unidad to stop us.
Just another damage job, kid. Hold on tight. This is gonna get messy.
This helicopter is proof of what the Russians are up to. We can't let them destroy it.
Plus, we don't want to radiate half of Bolivia.
We're ourselves. Let's take these choppers out.
Got the helo.
Han autorizado que convoquemos a las unidades de refuerzo que tenemos en los sectores vecinos para que los apoyen con esa amenaza. Van hacia allá.
to their anti-aircraft. Oh, thank God. I thought we were doomed at least 6 times there.
I counted 7.
Good work. Let's check in. The sooner we get away from this radioactive shit, the better.
Good work, Ghosts.
At least we got you away from your desk.
With the mosquitoes down here, I'm about to go back.
Better than mosquitoes than the office politics.
You might have something there. I need to make a call to the decontamination unit to check on the shipment. Why don't you and your team wait for me inside?
Open fire.
Patchy's got you tagged. It's about to fire.
Ah, shit! I'm hit! They're
Helos
throwing
destroyed.
frickin' grenades!
That's it, we're clear.
I trust babysitting little brother here didn't give you too much trouble.
Oh, can we drop that? For anything else?
Nomad, let me introduce you to John Kozak, one of the sharpest of our young recruits.
Kozak.
Oh, you heard of me?
Yeah, just a bit of chatter on the grapevine. All of it good.
I'm glad you had your team in place here, Nomad. If the Russians suspect the U.S. of getting involved here, it could make things tense back in Washington.
From what I heard at Unidad, there's a power struggle going on inside the Russian government. They don't know what faction they're working with. They just
Hold
care
on.
about the color that...
Uh-huh. How much? Shit. We have a situation.
What's the snafu?
Part of the package you just delivered is missing.
What?
How much?
Enough that we can't just round it off. We need to lay hands on it. Immediately.
I hate to say this, sir, but if time's an issue, we should bring Bowman in on this.
Make it happen.
Bowman, got a situation here. We intercepted a shipment of uranium headed to Russia, but a good chunk of it's gone missing. I need to know what you know about this.
Wait, this is the first I've heard of this. Are we dating other people now?
It's an internal GOSOP.
Family first, I get it. I did hear some scuttlebutt about a shipment Santa Blanca's transferring in a freight train station in Inca Camina. That might be your tango.
Thanks. I owe you one.
No? I owe you one less.
Kozak, head back to that Unidad base and see if you can figure out where that shipment went. No.
Good by me. Let's see which one of us strikes gold first.
Hey, this isn't a game. Stay on your toes and try not to screw up.
I'll see you at the finish line.
Yeah, I keep telling myself I was just as cocky at that age.
I don't believe that for a second.
He's the best tech I've ever seen. A real wizard. We almost lost him to Skeltech, but lucky enough for us, he wanted to work in the field. One of the youngest ghosts ever. We usually have a little more seasoning.
I don't want to question your judgment, sir.
I do enough of that for the both of us. That kid there might be as green as a coca leaf, but mark my words, when it comes to soldiers like us, he's the future.
If he lives long enough to see it.
good to go. Oh shit, rebels now?
Estamos siendo atacados por fuerzas rebeldes. Cantidad de atacantes desconocida.
Their LT is trying to run.
Keep your eyes on the road. You just hit a civilian. Shit, they spotted us.
Silencio. Marche. Pinche cabrón. Talk, motherfucker. Engage targets.
Chill the fuck out, Wade. I'm talking, all right?
Found an SB network station we can shut down. Let's roll.
Lo que nos faltaba, chingada madre. Ya sonó la alarma. Ahorita nos van a mandar un helicóptero dándose en la madre.
Taking fire from the checkpoint.
Put a call to the rebels for a diversion.
Copy. We got a fire team moving into position.
Hang in there. Coming through.
took you so long?
He's gone. Chopper, down, down.
Out of the car, now. Don't make this harder than it has to be. I'll drive.
I act like I ain't afraid of nothing. Like I have the biggest huevos in the... Damn thing. It's the only way a woman can win in our world. And if you live a life...
¿Qué chingados esperan? A partir de la madre con todo. Vamos a enseñarles quién manda. ¡Disparen!
I asked Pac to talk. Alright, send it to
Any
you.
ideas, boss? Alert's over. That'll make things easier. Grenade! 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 Watch out! Copter, get down.
Got a delivery schedule here. Looks like the cartel's getting ready to airlift some supplies to one of their remote bases. Cargo plane's fueled and ready to go.
Rebels could sure use that gear, boss. All we gotta do is steal the plane. What do you think?
Who need that chopper? Stay low.
Hemos perdido contacto.
That was a civilian, not a Sicarian.
I asked the rebels to send over a vehicle for us.
Nada que reportar por el momento. Continuamos con la búsqueda de los enemigos. Las tropas hostiles abandonaron esta zona. Todas las unidades salgan del servicio.
Let's go, let's go.
I'll pilot. Bowman, this is Nomad. We're in Kawani province. What have you got for us?
Kawani's a major hub for the cartel's smuggling operations. We're talking about a sophisticated network of planes, trains, and cargo trucks carrying upwards of 30 tons of powder across the border. The network is the brainchild of an American national by the name of Boston Reed. Reed's a bush pilot who's been flying for Nidia Flores at El Boquita for years, and eventually worked his way into management.
How do we get Reed?
That's the tricky part. Reed's cagey as fuck. He stays in hiding most of the time, preferring to work through middlemen. Psych profile says he's clinically paranoid, but I think there's more to it than that.
Like what?
Money transfers that don't add up, message traffic to unknowns across the border, flights that don't correspond to cartel shipping routines.
Wait.
This is your combat vehicle, Kumba.
Shot down the helos.
You can become slaves to the cartel.
Go. Call for some rebels to back us up.
Copy that. A third team will be right there.
In position. Target's marked. Just say the word.
Take up arms with our hermanos. And no one can stand between us. Stand together and we will fight.
Back.
What happened? Wait, you know what? Never mind.
How do we get Reed?
That's the tricky part. Reed's cagey as fuck. He stays in hiding most of the time, preferring to work through middlemen. Psych profile says he's clinically paranoid, but I think there's more to it than that.
Like what?
Money transfers that don't add up, message traffic to unknowns across the border, flights that don't correspond to cartel shipping routines. Reed's moving more than powder, and he doesn't want Sueño to know about it. We've been getting reports.
Back. Sorry about the interruption.
No worries. Let's make this quick. We've been getting reports of cartel activity around the train cemetery for some time now. See what you can find out. Nomad, I just uploaded
Fucking called for rebels to draw their attention. Broadcast complete. That should boost the rebels' morale.
Nomad, I just uploaded Boston Reed's CIA profile video. Should help you track him down here in Kawani.